This is Dr. Roger Knapp, pediatrician. One question that we commonly have been asked by teenagers is, why do I have to study this class in school, such as history or geography? I don't need to know this. Well, there's three reasons why we actually have to take these classes and subjects that you don't need. The one cause is because as a teenager, have you talked to somebody at school that can only talk about computers? Or this kid only talks about Star Wars or whatever. And that's all they talk about? Man, they are boring. In fact, I start to go talk to those people and I go, oh, he's going to talk about the same thing. I want to talk to somebody that's more knowledgeable about a lot of things and can talk about any subject. So if you at least have a little information that you can talk about computers, sailboats, or whatever, you end up with more friends. And you also end up with more girl or boy friends because you're going to talk about what they want to talk about. And especially girls want to date a boy that can talk about other subjects. The males, we're always looking for that good-looking girl, whereas girls mainly want to date a guy that can talk. And also as an adult, you get promoted boss over everybody else. And what we adults say, it's not what you know, but who you know. Sometimes you get promoted in your job as an adult because you do your job better, and that sometimes happens. But more often we get promoted because everybody knows us and likes us. I just happened to bump into the head doctor at the hospital over there, and he's not necessarily the best doctor. He's just more knowledgeable, talk about a lot of things, so I liked him the head doctor. The captain of your sports teams will not be the best player, and the president of your high school class will not be the valedictorian. It's not what you know, but who you know, and what we call the gift of gab. Talking about a lot of things will get you promoted better in life. Second reason, have you ever seen kids tricked out of money? We used to sell the kids $1 ticket to the elevator at school they couldn't use. Or we'd sell them a ticket to the pep rally, which is free. And so these naive little kids tend to trick them out of money, but it's stealing like with a gun, and what we adults call con men. In fact, there's quite a few people in prison who actually trick people out of money than people who rob a bank with a gun. Every week, as an adult, somebody's going to try and steal your money, not with a gun, but through phone, mail, now emails. And so the more information you have, the more protection you have. For example, if they send a Florida white beaches, palm trees photograph to the parent and say, buy this property in Louisiana. Well, they've had geography. They know Louisiana, nothing but swampland. So they throw it in the trash, and that information keeps them from getting ripped off. Mike Tyson, famous boxer a while back, he was won $300 million, and he's broke because all of his friends tricked him out of all of his money. So having a lot of information really protects you as an adult, because it's kind of a dangerous world out there as an adult, and the more information you have, the more protection you have. And the third reason we have you take these classes, have you ever been watching a TV movie, somebody tells a joke, mom and dad over there laughing, and you're going, and so if you to understand the jokes and the humor, you need to have that information with history and all these other subjects. And so there's many reasons why we have you take these classes, whether it's the learning to get promoted, and you get the girlfriends and boyfriends, and just life's more fun. There's a lot of humor and information if you know what's going on. So we really recommend you take all these other classes. But I remember when in high school I was going to be an architect and draw pictures of buildings. But they made us take biology. I said, this is a lot more interesting. And so I decided to be a doctor. I went to medical school to be a cardiologist, a heart doctor. But they made us take pediatrics. And I said, oh, this is a lot more funny. To heck with the heart. Kids are a lot more fun to work with. So when you take these other classes, you may find out that you might want to be a lawyer or an accountant or something else. So study hard on all these subjects. Get as much information from all your subjects. But you're going to frequently ask yourself, why am I studying this? You're going to need it. Not for your job, just to exist out there as an adult. and that's why we have you take these classes you're not going to need. Thank you. This is Dr. Roger Knapp.